guys, it's Winnie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have another first impression slash demo video for you guys on a new drugstore foundation. And I was actually at Bed Bath & Beyond randomly the other day and I came across the new CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous Foundation. And if you guys have been watching me for a while now, I used to use the CoverGirl 3-in-1 foundation like all the time. It was in a ton of my videos and I talked about it a lot and I loved it for a while. So I'm really excited to see that they came out with a luminous finish kind of foundation because I am all about like a more natural looking glow to the skin rather than matte finish foundations lately. And the packaging looks a lot like the 3-in-1 foundation, so I think the only difference is it's a luminous finish and it says it's supposed to be a natural glow foundation. It gives your skin even coverage and natural glow that lasts all day. So hopefully it's a lot like the 3-in-1 because I absolutely love the formulation of it. And just like the 3-in-1, it comes with a little pump to dispense the foundation, which I love because it makes it so much easier. And I don't think this has any SPF in it. And unfortunately, when I saw it at Bed Bath & Beyond, there weren't many shades left of it on the shelf. So I got 825 because I thought it was the closest shade to what I used in the 3-in-1 foundation, which I can't remember off the top of my head, but I will put it down below. And I'll also include the foundation matches that I have in other brands so you guys have a reference. But again, this is in Buff Beige. I think it looks pretty close from the bottle, but hopefully it matches my skin when I put it on. And again, I do not have anything on my face right now besides like my eye makeup and my brows. I just have a light moisturizer on and I'm not going to use a primer because I want to see how the foundation holds up throughout the day. And I'm just going to zoom you guys in so you guys have a closer look at my face. Okay, so now you guys can see a close-up of my skin, and again, I do have pretty red under eyes and a little bit of redness on the sides of my nose. Other than that, my skin has been behaving pretty well. And again, I do have combination skin, and right now it's on the drier side, but I think the moisturizer is helping out a lot, and hopefully this foundation doesn't like really emphasize any of my dryness. Batman likes to hang out with me when I'm filming, so if you guys hear any noise in the background, it's this little guy playing on my bed next to me. But let's see how well this covers, and I'm just going to do like, I don't know, 1 or 2 pumps. Okay, it's really hard to pump. I'm just gonna do like 1, okay, just kidding, that is not enough. Let's do 2 pumps. Wow, I feel like they might have changed the pumps on these because it's only pumping out a little bit of it at a time. So I'm gonna do 3 pumps, which is about that much, which might be a little bit more than I would use normally, but let's just see. I'm just going to dot it all over my face, and this time I think I'm going to do one side and compare it to the other to see if you guys can see a difference. And it feels a lot like the 3-in-1 foundation, which is kind of a little bit more creamier, and I like that a lot. But I'm just going to blend it out with my damp beauty blender as usual. I feel like there's a light scent to this foundation too. Maybe not, I might be making that up. And it's really easy to blend out and work with. It doesn't seem like it's getting streaky or splotchy at all. So that is the first layer on this side. I'll blend it out, and this is my bare face. So you can see it did cover up some of that redness under my eyes and on the side of my nose here. I like the way it looks so far. You can definitely see that there's a little bit of a glow to my skin. I'm gonna give it some time to set, and I'm going to just do another layer on top of this to kind of see how well it builds up. But so far it looks really, really nice. So it's been a couple of minutes. I'm going to add another layer over the top of this side now to build up on the coverage and just to see how it looks. Just gonna do the same thing, blending it out with my damp beauty blender. I really like the coverage so far. It doesn't feel heavy at all. It looks really natural on, and it's super easy to blend out. And surprisingly enough, this is actually a really, really good match for my skin. Like, it matches my neck as well. So maybe I was using the wrong color in the 3-in-1, but I am a little bit on the lighter side right now because I haven't been out in the sun. Okay, so now this is 2 layers on this side, and this is my bare skin. See if you guys can see the difference. I can definitely see the difference in the mirror over here, and it's evened out my skin tone a lot. You can see it's a little bit red on this side and kind of uneven, but it looks really, really nice on this side. I'm kind of impressed with how it looks, and you can see it gives my skin a little bit of a glow. I think the lights in my room kind of make it a little bit harder to see because it already kind of reflects off my face, but in my mirror that I'm looking at right now in person, it looks really, really natural. I'm going to finish up and do this side of my face, and I'm just going to do the rest of my face makeup. I'm not going to set this foundation because, like I said, I want to see how it wears, and I also want to see if it makes me look oily throughout the day because I really don't want that. Alright, so the rest of my makeup is finished. I did not set this foundation. I just added a little bit of warmth with my bronzer and then some blush. I was going to add some concealer under my eyes because I usually like to brighten up that area, but I'm not going to add any concealer this time. I think it actually covered pretty well and it looks pretty decent, so I'm going to leave it as is. But as of right now, I honestly really like the finish of it and how it looks. It really does look like there is a glow to my skin, as you guys can see, and it's not like it's like shimmery or even sparkly at all. It just looks like a very natural like sheen and glow to your skin. Like, it's really healthy, and I think it looks a lot different without all these bright reflective lights bouncing off my face. So I will update you guys in just a little bit. Hi guys, so I am currently in my car again, and I just walked Batman and went to the grocery store, and it's kind of humid out. It's kind of actually gloomy, but it feels really humid. But I wanted to just do a quick update while there is some like daylight, and you guys can really see how the foundation looks in natural lighting, but I have to be able to see myself, so let me just look at myself really quick. Okay, so I don't look oily or greasy, but I feel... Oh, of course, there's a motorcycle. Come on, motorcycle. Is that a motorcycle? As I was saying, I don't look oily or greasy, but I feel like I'm oily, if that makes sense. Like, it's really humid and kind of hot out, so I feel like I'm oily. I guess you can, I don't know. I can't really tell for sure if that's just the foundation itself or if I look oily. But to be honest, I feel really sticky. Like, I can feel the foundation on my skin, and it's a little bit like tacky and sticky and slightly uncomfortable feeling. But otherwise, I think like the makeup over the foundation looks really nice. And again, I don't feel like I'm overly shiny. I think you can still see that like sheen and that glow to my skin. It looks really natural. Like, you can see on the tops of my cheeks, it looks like I put like a highlighter on, but I did not, and here's Batman just stealing my thunder. But it does look like there's like some kind of like highlighter on my skin that makes it kind of really glowy. And another thing I'm noticing with this foundation as I'm wearing it is I'm noticing like creases on my smile lines. Are these called smile lines? I don't know. But you can see like little creases in the foundation. You guys probably can't see from my iPhone, but I will zoom you guys in later on so you guys can see. But I can see little creases here and like right around my brows. And that might be because I did put like 2 layers of this foundation on. Normally I don't think I would need the 2 layers, but I just wanted to see how well it covered. So maybe that's it. Otherwise it might be because it's just not wearing very well. Hopefully that is not the case. But yeah, so now they're... Oh god. I am like a paranoid freak. I feel like people are watching me talk to me. So I'm going to head home, and I will give you guys my final thoughts on the foundation a little bit later on in the night. Hey guys, so I am back now, and it's been a total of about 5 hours. The last time I checked in my car was after about an hour of wearing the foundation. And now, oh, there's Batman. Hi, good boy. Brought me his ball. So I have since gone to the grocery store. I walked my dog outside, and it was really hot and humid like I was saying. I've also made dinner, and I'm just about to have dinner. I wanted to give you guys an update on the foundation and also share my final thoughts on this so far, since it's been about 5 to 6 hours. But being back with the lights, you can see that the foundation still has that same like dewy glow to it. I think it does look really natural. There's no shimmer or glitter to to it. This also has really good coverage. I did use 2 layers just to see how well it built up, but you did see the difference between the first layer and my bare face, and it pretty much covered up my redness and evened out my skin tone really well. I do think that more than 2 layers of this foundation, it'll start to feel a little bit too thick, and I did mention in the car that it felt kind of sticky. It does stay that same tacky feeling throughout the day, so I don't love that, but it did get better once I was out of the heat and out of my car and whatnot. So I think depending on your skin type, I would maybe not recommend wearing this foundation if you know you're going to be outside or under a really hot sun and just sweating, because I don't know how well this would actually wear. I do think that it is long lasting. I mean, now it's been 5 or 6 hours and I think the finish looks the same. It does feel less sticky, like I said, so that is really good. And it might be different if you use a setting powder on it too. So I didn't use anything because I wanted to test it out. So now I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can get a closer look at my skin and how the foundation looks now. It hasn't become splotchy or anything, and I feel like the finish still looks the same. It's a really nice natural glow, and it doesn't make me look overly greasy or oily. I do think that I am a little bit shiny here on my forehead between my brows, just a little bit, nothing crazy, and that could be again because I didn't use a setting powder and I haven't touched up ever since I put it on. So that's my first impression thoughts on this foundation so far. I really do like it, but I would not recommend it for anyone who has maybe combination oily skin, or anyone who has oily skin in general. I don't know that this will hold up very well for you, and it's luminous, so I don't know if you would want that if you have oily skin. But I did pick it up at Bed Bath & Beyond for about $9 or $10, and I think these will start showing up at your drugstore pretty soon. So I will put all the information down below for you guys, but let me know what you want to see next. And don't forget to check out my Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, which is also linked down below, and I will see you next time. Bye!